either be in my, do any other thing to get something little. In most cases, I have been surviving in football. When you're going for a game, maybe Coca-Cola has come, you go and officiate games, you get some 200,000, get 140, come and support the children. That is if things are delaying.
Well, did you have anything else that you do?
Currently,
besides
no.
that? Currently, no.
Apart from agriculture.
Are you into farming? That's good. That's a good
agriculture. I tried to look for some land, purchased some land where we do farming. So put granules, put potatoes. So right now we are busy with our potatoes. When the season starts, we plant there some things to help us survive.
Okay. Now I'd ask you also another question. You're on ground now. How serious is child abuse down there? And HIV, most especially in Kumi?
It is...
And domestic violence, by the way.
Yes. Let's start with child abuse.
Okay, please.
We have these children. If you went down to the villages, the biggest children who are abused are the ones who stay with the parents. Most women nowadays live. I don't know what has happened to marriages nowadays. The woman produces two children, 3, walks away, and leaves her children there. The man brings another woman who will not treat the children well.
True, very true. That's very common.
I have one of my children in the project. I picked her in the hands of a stepmother. She never knew how good drinking water tastes. She never knew how a good meal tastes. She never knew how to cover. She had never known whether there are mattresses in this world. Her best bed was a veranda.
Wow.
And she was 5 years.
Well, with that, Susan, and let's take a very short break. We'll be right back on that point. She'll be sharing with us of how it is in Kumi, how women survive there, how serious is the issue of HIV, and also the issue of domestic violence and child abuse. I'm very Dutton. I'll be right back.
Abato school fees okusoma n'ebitabo olusi tebalina n'ekyokulya okukifuna baguba yatetenkanya yayiya ebyensulako n'ebyokulya omukyala basirika baguma banyigirizibwa naye bakola independent woman, African woman, oh muchara.
We are now online. Search for us and join our ever-growing social media family. On screen, on mobile, and on any smart gadget connected. Follow us, like us, request, tag, and be our social family. Get us anytime, anywhere. We are digital. Follow, like, comment.
Kukamukoka kera nnyo mama akolako wannyo alina okulabirira abato school fees okusoma n'ebitabo olusi tebalina n'ekyokulya okukifuna baguba yatetenkanya yayiya ebyensulako n'ebyokulya omukyala basirika baguma banyigirizibwa naye bakola independent woman, African woman, oh muchara.
Tugende? Welcome back from that short break. You're still watching Her Moment. My name is Jackie Chaligonza, and joining me this afternoon is Susan Emorut. Your name is a bit hard, but I'm just trying.
You'll get used to.
Well, Susan, before we went for the short break, you were still sharing with me about the issue of child abuse in Kumi.
Yeah. I was telling you about how women mistreat these children. Now,
You're telling me the experience of one of your
one of the children.
Okay.
So the best thing the woman would wash her panties, and that's the water she gives that kid to drink.
Wow.
That hurt. She would cook food, she eats, her balance she keeps. After 2 days is when she gives that child to eat. That child doesn't know whether they are good clothes in this world. She would see other children putting on clothes, it's like a miracle. For her, she puts on leftovers. What other people throw is what she picks from the dustbin to put on. That's how that child grew up. But from the time we picked her, giving her a soda first day. In fact, I picked her, remember it was on Valentine's Day. After picking that child, I took her a picture when I was passing by.
How old was the child then?
5 years.
Okay.
Now she's 7. I was passing by and someone had tipped me about that family. So I saw, when there are 2 months here that I'm passing by, she would hide that kid so that I don't see. So this particular day I moved, I got that kid was carrying a child on the back while washing plates. So I took a picture with my phone and went away. When I took that picture, I shared it with Christina at night. That you see this type of torture these children are going through. Is there anything you can do? Very fast she saw that picture. She said, I can't even hold my tears. Very early in the morning, you go and pick that child. Whether we have money for that child or not, you pick her. I went now and processed the documents for the child and brought the child. It was on
Were the parents willing?
Yeah. Everyone was just happy that time that we have the
Okay, the guardian, I think.
Yeah.
Guardian, yes.
The woman was feeling so bad. She didn't want, but the
you were
uncle,
saying with the uncle or with the mother?
the one who is
I mean the dad.
yeah. This guy now, for him, he was speechless. He cannot speak. He didn't have a voice. It was the woman who was overruling him.
I know
Yeah.
such families.
and there are very many there.
Yeah, even here in Kampala.
So they said, doctor, take the child. So I took the child, Valentine's Day, I took those children out. We always take them out. I gave her soda. That time she was still calling me Aunt. She's like, Aunt, what are you giving me? What is this? Even giving her food, she's eating, but she cannot.
Yes.
She doesn't know what she's eating. That was good food, but she's the best child. She's the most beautiful child I have. She's doing well now. When she's moving, you just feel, I just smile. But
does that remind you of what you went through?
that is it.
Times.
I was keeping her pictures.
The
That
life
time,
of a stepmother.
that is it. Now on domestic violence,
Yes.
those days beating women was normal. But nowadays it has reduced a bit, much as
Greatly reduced.
yeah. I think we have now action aid working on these men badly.
Seriously,
in Teso.
Yes.
They're on ground. You beat a woman, she goes to action aid. Action aid comes for you, and then they take you in. But again, surprisingly, these
They will
women,
release you even before.
she will come crying and say, please, you just leave him. I'm used to my beatings.
I know.
Because in fear, the moment the man comes out, that is trouble for her. So the beating has reduced a bit. But these women are the main supporters of these families. These men love drinking. For us in Teso, they say the wisdom of a Teso man is in Ajono.
Meaning what?
We grew up and got our great-grandparents drinking. And they believe that is where they get their wisdom. So
Okay.
you find that,
Okay.
so you find that early in the morning at 6, where I used to stay was next to a bar those days. At 6, men are there drinking, whether on a Monday, on a Sunday, on what, they are there. They will go home very drunk. It's a woman who struggles. She has to go to the garden, possibly carrying a child on her back. She has to come back looking for grains with firewood on her hand.
While
Then-
men are drinking.
Hey, do you even have a voice?
And the children?
The children are there with the mother.
Are you talking?
Yeah,
Are you saying, sharing something which used to happen then, or it's happening right
It
now?
is even still there.
Uh-huh.
It is still there. Go deep in the village.
So
It is there. You find a man,
yes.
even if he has to do garden work. Now this woman is the one who is standing for that family. You're going to the garden, you're coming back with the child. You have seen them, you're going for water. In the borehole, maybe you're walking a very long distance to fetch water. The man is lying, waiting to bathe. You're coming back with a jerrycan on your head plus a child on your back.
And he expects food.
Exactly. You first pour
Of
him.
which he didn't leave money behind.
Yes.
What are these NGOs who actually they say they act that they're fighting for women's rights, family rights, children's rights, doing on ground? Because
by then, Kumi have very few NGOs.
Because from what you're saying, basically it means that these women, they do not know their rights at all.
They don't know.
Most of them must be, let's say, they're not even educated.
Yeah.
So they have no idea
They don't
about
have.
the law and all that.
And once the man pays cows, maybe they give you two cows, give your father 2 cows, that's enough to
So
own you and do anything. You become
his
a prop.
property.
That's why I walked away. No things of saying because you paid cows, they must relocate to the village. That's what my father-in-law was telling me. Must relocate to the village, must do this. I said no.
They wanted you to go
Stay in the village.
No,
They want to control you. You're moving out of Rodi, you're going somewhere. The man, I'm in town, their village, they will call you. Where are you? My father-in-law wants to control you. Where are you? What are you doing? Even ask know what you're putting on. When you say, you prostitute, where are you going today?
Okay. Really?
Huh? I said, no, this stress must stop.
And that's how...
And you're keeping the man in the house, the man is not working, you're keeping the man in the house, you're doing this, you come back from wherever you went, the man is asking you, get some data, buy me some data.
Now just imagine it's happening to you who happened even to be in Kampala, to study in Kampala, I don't know for long, but at least you had a chance of staying in Kampala and you have, let's say, family here. Now just imagine that woman at the grassroots, an ordinary woman who's not educated, how they're really coping with life.
They're used to. It's terrible. It's terrible down there. Sometimes I went to the village for Christmas. I had taken these children for Christmas to my mother's village. We stayed there for almost a week, but what we saw, people are living in hell. Yeah, on the earth. And now there is drought. There is no food. People during that rain season, those women are sharp that they dry. We have what they call labor. I think here they call it gobi.
Yeah.
They dry it. As it's there, as the season is there, that it's green, fresh, they will be picking it from the gardens and dry, waiting for the season. Now, that woman with the children is surviving with that dried ebo.
The leaves of yams?
The leaves of cowpeas.
Cowpeas? Cowpeas, really? Not pumpkin or
Ah,
yam?
no.
Okay.
Cowpeas. It's there in the market here also.
Wow. That's how
So they can dry like this size in caveras. So that's what they are surviving on.
life is really hard.
It is hard down there.
Life is hard. For the young girls out there, Susan has just shared with us how women do survive in Kumi. You might be here in Kampala and thinking life is really hard. Life is really hard, but people are really suffering. And it's very terrible and bad if it's a
One
woman
meal.
or a child that is going through that. I think government really needs to do something about this. What do you think should be done to curb this vice out of our societies?
Sometimes I believe it starts with
the person?
With
the society?
it starts with you
With
yourself.
the community? No, with the person.
The leaders from the LOC1
Yes.
should rise up. Our leaders are sleeping. Let the leadership rise up. Like now you said, those women who are tortured, they don't know what to do.
True.
So sensitization first needs to be done at the grassroots level with the help of the leaders. You get. Sometimes I used to go and have meetings in villages, my own initiative. Sit with people and talk, gather the youth today and talk to them, gather the women today and talk to them, just on my own initiative. But people don't know, even when you're talking, people don't know what you're talking about. They're used to their own life there. So the leadership from grassroots should rise up and sensitize these people before we come and look for organizations that can come.
On ground and help. Yeah.
And these organizations are not there even nowadays. So it is us ourselves who are going to start. They say journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. So
I know.
we need to start from there as a person.
How serious is HIV in Kumi? Is the rate increasing or it has greatly reduced in the
I
recent
think
years?
it is increasing.
It's increasing.
Because I have my positive children and I pick for them drugs on monthly basis.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, whenever we go, if you go there at 9, then you'll come back maybe at 3. Because people are
You
many.
sure? Lining up.
Yes.
Wow.
People are many. By 6 people are there. Every day I go, the line is longer. Every day I go, the line is...
What do you think is causing this? Is it promiscuity? Just...
And young people are dying just.
young people.
Love for money, I think, is killing the young people. Especially the girls.
Is really the land ministry doing enough to create awareness on ground? Or are there also other organizations giving a helping hand? in this?
Currently we have Baylor. It's actually Baylor that's trying to do that awareness of HIV, which is trying. They are
It's
based.
community based.
They work under hospitals. It's a big organization, but now come under hospitals. They're the ones who give drugs. They have those. In fact, they're the ones on ground, sensitizations. Yeah, it's only Baylor trying.
What are some of the challenges you're meeting while trying to operate this NGO of yours?
The biggest challenge is medication
Medication,
of those children,
positive children.
even the others, because nowadays treatment is very expensive.
I know. Let me share with you. I think yesterday, my cousin got sick. He went to the hospital, and he spent there a night. It was found out that he had malaria plus. One night, the next day we paid 250,000. 250,000.
That's how horrible it is.
Now, they called me. Okay, I was nearby, so I went, I asked for the bill. He went in, let's say, last night at 9, and he was discharged in the morning at around before midday, around 11. I asked the guy, the nurse there, what did you treat?
What medication did you give?
What did you? No, he was in a sorry state when he came here. We did blah blah blah. You know those terms, medic terms that they use. I was like, okay, it's okay, but it's very unfair.
Yeah, treatment is. Even us in Kumi treating malaria, you have to have around 80,000. Now look at the state where 3 children are sick. It becomes horrible. But in most cases, our mama sends us some medicine, especially the painkillers. So if it is just a simple headache, I can give painkillers. First aid first.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what helps us. Otherwise, medication is not easy there. It can, even if now when we get money, you realize that 3/4 has gone to cater for a bill of these children. Then even on the issue of feeding, especially now on this season when there is a drought, food is expensive. By the way, Kumi is the most expensive town, I think, in Teso. If we want food, I go and buy either in Mbale or Soroti. But buying within Kumi is very expensive.
Well, let's take another short break. Namazedda break. Njagala okugamba. Hey, mbadde nga njogamba break. So tuddemu ye? Nga mmaliriza. Okay. So how long do you support these children?
Our vision is when we get these children, let's push them up to where they can be able to take care of themselves. That's our wish. The eldest child we have sat senior 4. We're waiting for the results. If it's good, he goes to senior 5. If it's not, we put him somewhere, maybe for a course where he can do something, maybe take him to a technical part, or mechanics, so that he comes out, he supports himself. Then we have the other one in senior 2. We would wish, if we see like you're not coping up in the head, we try to see what we can do for you, so that you support yourself.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
We would see ourselves bigger. Say buy a big land, build a home for these children, have over 100 of them, because there are many. We would wish to help, but we are unable.
Okay, well, I've heard your story, but before we do wind up with the program, just tell me what advice you'd give a woman out there who is at the time or the verge of giving up with life. He's gone through a lot, really, but he's at that point of giving, most especially issues to do with domestic violence. And I know you've been there. So your final message to the women out there who are watching the program, please.
I want to encourage women not to give up. Fight. We can do it. If other women have done it, even you out there, you can still do it. Yeah? And let's always learn to pray. A prayer helps a lot. And share with other people. Make connections. Talk with people. Don't die with your problem there. Find someone and talk to. And you can get the best.
Well, okay, thank you, Susan, for having joined me this afternoon. But that's all we had for you on Our Moment. You can catch me next time. My name is Jackie Chaligoza, and the last advice that she did give you, please share a problem that you do have, and always put God first. That is very important. A very good afternoon. Thank you.
Azukukamuko kakera nnyo mama akolako wannyo alina okulabirira abato school fees okusoma n'ebitabo olusi tebalina nga n'ekyokulya okukifuna baguba yatetenkanya yayiya ebyensulako n'ebyokulya omukyala basirika baguma banyigirizibwa naye bakola independent woman, African woman, omukyala singa si mukyala singa sasoma singa si mama we singa sakula singa si mukyala singa sasoma singa si mama we singa sakula singa tebereza ngali lubuto akabanga kawanvu ku hospital yalesirinyawo tazirina natambulawo sina kinja zalidde ku kkubo tewali ayamba naguma yennyabo bagumira biki olugendo lw'okukuza omwana nga luwaavu baguma banyiikivu bakola be bakyala singa 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 mama we sasoma singa singa si mama we singa sakula singa singa si mukyala singa sasoma singa singa si mama we singa sakula singa ko n'eddwaliro mama nyiikira nnyo nnyo. She's so hardworking and mankind. She's a woman of integrity. A mother, oh mushara, my mama, you must sing us, mushara.